Ford and Chevy are absolutely cooked because of Ram's new HD. I'll include a link to the Ram here in Hebrews website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have the new 6.7 liter high output Cummins that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's an inline 6 still, by the way. Anyways, it puts out 430 horsepower and then 1,075 pound-feet of torque. And they've fixed things to make this more reliable overall. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. 2500 heavy duty badge there on the hood, and then the hood raises up towards the center. Got the new split light design, which has been a little bit controversial, but lots of chrome trim with this. You got the camera below the A in the Ram logo. This also comes with fog lights, recovery points, and parking sensors. Altogether, I think you need to see one of these in person because it doesn't look as bad as what people claim, I think. Tire and wheel setup is 275 by 70 by 18. You've got silver on the outside of the wheel, black in the center. Cummins turbo diesel badge there on the side. You got the Ram badge, chrome for the mirror caps. And yes, the 2500 is still coil sprung. Now this particular truck is the crew cab with the standard bed that's a bit over 6 feet in length. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function, remote start, tailgate drop down, and then the Ram logo on the back. Outlet there in the bed, and as you can see, plenty of space. No bed liner though, which is a bit of a downside. The tailgate though is very light to pick up. You got the giant Ram logo there on the back, and then the new style of taillights. This also has body painted bumpers and parking sensors, as well as the receiver hitch. That is going to cap things off for the exterior. Let's now check out the interior. The door panel has nice stitching. You got suede trim with the wood trim too. And that fancy trim continues onto the seats. You got lots of piping on top of that. Legroom in the back is great. We've got USB ports here in the rear, as well as an outlet and some vents. And don't worry, I would never forget, we've got the buckets here on either side for extra storage. Let's now check out the front. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. They also power extend out as well as power fold in, and you can adjust the mirrors with controls. Here's a quick look at all of those adjustments for the mirrors. There's lights on the mirrors too. And then you've got memory seats just above that. Front two windows are automatic, and then more nice trim on the front door panel. You can now get 2500s with an 11,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, which means 3,129 pounds of payload capacity. With the front seat, you got the Laramie logo, more nice trim perforated down the center, and then it's power adjustable with lumbar support. The passenger seat's also power adjustable with lumbar support. To the left of the steering wheel, we've got a control to turn on the cargo outlet, and then we've got light controls too. And since the truck's already running, we'll just take a look at the steering wheel. You've got this new kind of synthetic trim, supposed to be a little bit more durable. Radio controls in the back, cruise control in the front face with your gear limiter function, controls there for the center screen. Still has a column shifter, it's electronic though. And then full digital gauge cluster in the center, which you can change what information is displayed here. There's lots that you can go through, and on top of that you can go from an analog to kind of a digital representation of the gauges. This truck's got a 360 camera, so a bunch of different angles to see at a good resolution too. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, it's a pretty big unit. Now, it's not the biggest version you can get, but that means you'd still get physical controls for stuff like the parking sensors, your tow haul mode, diesel exhaust brake, trailer brake controls. And then you still have the physical climate controls, radio controls on the other side. As for the screen itself, it does take a second for the pages to load up. They could definitely, improve that. But anyways, heated ventilated seats, dual zone climate, heated steering wheel too. Still just a part-time four-wheel drive system. It'd be cool if they had auto down the road. And then we've got more USB ports and then an outlet there on the other side. This one's kind of a rare bird. Got the bench seat. Usually see a console with the Laramies, but yeah, this one's a bench seat. So there's more storage underneath the seat itself. And then obviously you can fold this up to fit an extra passenger. And then you've got the two glove box lids there, and one has the Laramie logo. Finally, this truck does have a power sliding rear window. You just got that button to open and close it. I cannot seem to find the window sticker, but I think this one's stickers in the 70s or 80s roughly. Check out the website for pricing. Anyways, let's drive it. Let us set off in this 2500 with our 3,000 pounds of payload. This makes the Ram the most exciting truck, I think. Now that and the new transmission, right, the 8-speed. It's like, finally, it took Ram so long, but finally they knocked it out of the park with their HD. Right, it's like for the longest time, great engine. Transmission was garbage. And then, capability was good, but then they have the lower gross vehicle weight rating for the longest time, the 2500, so the payload on the sticker just horrible. Even though the truck could technically handle more, right? You don't want to risk that. So, oh, turn signal camera. Man, they got too many fancy things on these vehicles nowadays. But yeah, this makes a huge difference because now this is very competitive with Ford and with General Motors because the payload's there. And I've said it in the past, say it again, I prefer this engine. I love the sound of the Cummins. I love the low-end torquey feel. Yeah, the V8s have more horsepower, so they've got that like just powerful burst off the line. But it's a diesel, right? You're not trying to race. So having this where it's just so much torque and you got that smoothness from the inline six, it's just perfect. Match made in heaven, that is for sure. It's hard to beat a big displacement inline six diesel. And the thing that's nice about the 2500 is being coil sprung, it's pretty comfortable with the ride. You know, the back end stays nice and planted. It doesn't bounce all over the place. Now, something that is important to note is still an HD truck. Man, this thing's fast. It's got so much power. But yeah, it's still an HD truck, so you're still gonna kind of bump and bounce a bit overall. I mean, solid axle front and rear. Big solid axles at that. So yeah, with everything being beefed up, yeah, it's gonna have a bit of a firmer ride. You don't buy an HD for comfort, you buy it for capability. If you want comfort, you get a half ton. Man, this drives nice. So with this Laramie package, again, this is all you need. And this one has even more features than I'd go for. Like, I like the 360 camera, but having the turn signal camera seems like kind of silly to me. I'm glad it doesn't have a passenger screen though, so we got that. I would like the camera rear view mirror to be kind of like a little standalone option you could get. That'd be nice, because it is a nice feature to have. And yeah, other than that, I mean, this drives really well. I'll get some comparisons for you guys down the road. The 26, I haven't seen a 26 HD with the GM trucks. Oh no, did I see one? No, I think just half tons so far. Yeah, I think just half tons. But yeah, once the 26 Fords and the Sierras come in and the Silverados, I'll get a comparison for you guys with the new version of the Ram 2500 with the updated payload and with the new Cummins against their 2500, so that you guys can kind of see which one is best. And I think the Ram's gonna end up winning. Again, the Ram could never really win in the past because the payload was so bad, but now that it's got solid payload, this is a very appealing truck. Now the next thing that Ram needs to just fix is making this camera system more accessible. It is so annoying to have to use on a daily basis because of how many clicks you have to get just to pop on the camera. Just give us a physical button, Ram. Give us a physical button. That's all.